Back to suffering. We got one path to go. It'll probably remain that way, considering what all we've done. It'll be this is unlocked, so when this is done, it'll probably unlock this. Unless there's a split here. I mean, there's like a decent amount of real estate on this cork board to utilize, I suppose. This might split again. I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility. But we're heading back in, so as like a refresher for this timeline, we don't believe Iris in her Nizelot's conspiracy theory thing. The shape of the flowchart is quite unique. It is, yeah. So we don't believe her. She pretty much is done with us. Like, wow, you don't believe me, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Kind of runs off. She leaves a note. Like, is there a case file? After syncing with Iris, Date couldn't bring himself to believe her apparent delusions. Like, okay, this will help. Even so, she was still in danger. Date took Iris to Matsushita Diner. Date headed to Sagan residence, leaving Iris in Ota and Mizuki's care. Hitomi told Date that Iris has a brain tumor and will soon take her life. Iris's strange ideas were apparently the result of the tumor. Mizuki called Date in distress. Or Date. I was thinking about this. If you add like a bunch of horny to Dante, they're the same fucking character. And I wonder if that's purposeful. Because the names are so similar. It's literally like you just add an N. Boom. But Mizuki called Date in distress, claiming that Iris ran away. Looking for Iris, Date headed to the cold storage warehouse. Inside the warehouse, Date discovered Iris's frozen corpse. It was inside... It doesn't say specifically in there, but inside the bottom of a forklift. Don't know if that'll have any importance, but that's where the body was discovered. So, here we go.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness.
Oh.
I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking.
Seeing it, I guess, technically a third time. We saw the one inside Mizuki's Somnium. Why it was there in the first place, that's a question that needs to be answered as well. And then we saw it again in the warehouse, and now it's in the warehouse, but real?
I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's get back to business. You are conscious, are you not? Are you at a loss for words?
Still haven't gotten an answer of the whole Date's medicine dosage thing, have we? Nope. Just been like Aiba mentioning his meds in passing.
Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me.
Dying in his arms at least once now. Well, yeah, but not in this timeline. In this timeline, this is the third corpse of Iris he's seen. In just this one timeline.
If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
Why does the warehouse have to be kept at a freezing temperature? You know, I don't think we've ever really dove into that. The warehouse was being ice cream? let's, I mean, these two are kind of...
For what purpose?
Preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
Completely frozen. I mean, that is fairly strange. Covered by a cloth. That, okay, missing its right eye. It was hidden in the engine compartment. All of these are just facts. Which one is the strange fact? I don't... Right eye?
That is a unique factor. But there was something else. Something more peculiar.
And the freeze, I guess, would be the strange one she's wanting?
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read -58. With Iris's weight... Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid, but we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
Iris is actually dead. The corpse was a hallucination because I saved Iris in Somnium. You mean this one's so like I don't know what you mean. Go with this one. So that is what Date truly believes.
Saved her. We saved her in Somnium.
Date, think logically. What occurs in dreams does not affect reality. And parallel worlds, that is even less possible. So if that's the case...
The corpse was an hallucination, is what she wants me to say?
What I saw on Sunday must have been a hallucination. It was a dream.
No, Date. You're overthinking it. You saw the corpse.
Yes.
But Iris was alive, which means...
I see. I understand now. Maybe we're thinking about this all wrong. Iris isn't alive. She's dead. I saw the ghost of Iris.
Mr. Date, it's time for your medication.
There it is again. Okay, so the answer was one that doesn't tell me anything. You mean... Okay,
You've
vagueness. I bolted in the warehouse like I was a shot out of a gun. Explain. What do you mean, you mean? Oh, what the fuck? This ain't even a real person. There's no bones. We've x-rayed Mermaid. We get to see her skeleton. There is no bones.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
Wait, so is this a person? I don't know.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
Okay, but where does the skeleton?
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended
Oh,
stomach
I was like,
does not
so what are you
immediately shrink after
insinuating?
birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size.
Yeah.
This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Okay, so I guess they just didn't want to draw a skeleton in this pose, and so we're just gonna gloss over that fact. Maybe I don't understand the point of X-ray right now.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
What?
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown. But there is one likely suspect.
Who?
Let's consider the clues. The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here. And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
I guess it's so you can see her stomach without taking off the towel wrap. No nudity. I guess?
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
Wait. Okay.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Okay, we're in an anime game, so the logic might not be... Yeah, that's... It's anime hair colors, but... Iris's hair is pink. He told me this is not pink. Well, no, that wouldn't... The timeline wouldn't add up, right? Because if they said 10 years ago, was it 10 or over 10? At least 10.
Ranchu and So?
Do So and Date have similar hair colors? So is really old, so he has gray hair. So I'm not really sure. But then on the opposite side, like, I'm pretty sure we go persons like Ota. Ota has brown hair. Mayumi has blue hair. Takero's bald, so like, who the fuck knows? Mizuki has blue hair. Shoko also has blue hair. So this one matches. But I think that's the only, like, familial hair color. Again, it's an anime game, so who the hell knows? It could just be pink because it's pink. You can dye hair. She's an idol.
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sejima.
Uh-huh. Okay. And it being old enough, that makes sense as to why the other eye is missing, right?
Iba, who is this?
Because all of the new murders are all the left eye. All the old murders were the right eye.
Unknown.
Oto was originally gonna have purple hair, right? Yeah. One of the concepts, yeah. But Takara has those alien genes, who knows what they would do to a human cross child? True. Didn't So say something along those lines in the timeline? He shot us in the eye. He said he was our father in that timeline, and we don't know anything else beyond that. Like, it was just that, and then we moved on. It's like, no, don't just move on. What do you mean? Like, nope, that's it. Mizuki and Oda kept searching for Iris, but unfortunately, they didn't turn up anything. Iris's whereabouts are still unknown. I'm worried about her, but without any leads, we'd just be looking for her blindly. I should focus on the investigation for now. With that in mind, I headed to So's mansion.
I thought I told you never to show your face here again.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago.
Oh. Need to reverse controls from the Somnium. Okay, before that, you got anything fun in here today? No. Damn.
Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two, and that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
Suddenly, a gang of bodyguards stormed out of the mansion. Let's see, so if Date is So's son, and past Date might possibly be Iris's dad. Wait, why would that be? I don't know about that one. I think we might be your brother. But dad, I don't know about that one. He told me he must be wife, but he told me he was seen with So. Doesn't know us. An instant, they surrounded me. If So's our dad, that means poor Dante might not age very gracefully. How old is he? He's not... So's not that old, is he? 60? I don't know. If I could, like, see in the future, like, I'm gonna look like this when I'm 60, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, hell yeah. I'll rock that salt and pepper any day of the week.
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately.
Okay, why do So's bodyguard look the exact same? Yeah, they're just clones. He has the money.
Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Ah!
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
Wait a fucking minute. This is just an Easter egg, right?
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
All right, Alice.
I'm gonna assume it's just an Easter egg. I was like, that's a 999 thing. That's why I paused. Okay.
What about her?
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
Oh, come on. I don't know what day it was. It was Mizuki Day. Let's say 3 days. I don't know how many days ago.
3 days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes.
Okay.
In the Somnium world, we saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
A virus? You know what? Adrian. I need...
Adrian?
Yeah. She fucking did the voice too.
Adrian! No, of course not.
Fucking hell. Alright, what's a virus? What kind of...
virus? She was way too big to be a virus. Take this seriously, Date.
I still need to finish watching 999. I've literally watched all of it up until like the finale part of it, and then I just haven't gone back to it. And that was, I think, last year's February. It's just sitting in my watch later.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
And Mizuki's. Why? Why has Mizuki seen that
Mizuki
corpse?
Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy. But prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore,
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Interesting.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
Wait. Okay, she didn't ask us about it. I guess it's a bit too serious of a moment to just start making up shit on a rock. Alright. What you doing here?
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things, like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga. And we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here. But it looks like I was wrong.
Where's Ota?
I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
I don't trust him to actually search in Akiba, being Ota, but it is about Iris, so maybe. But why? All right, where's Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. It's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be. So I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
About Alice.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris, Alice. Your dreams are built from your memories, so that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told Mizuki everything. About how Renju ran off with the assassin, 89. How 89 is connected to so is Sejima. God, this scene just over and over. And that Sejima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89. And that might lead me to Iris.
Play, hello! Oh hey, 7 months already. Can't believe I missed the first half of the stream though. What'd I miss? Quite a lot at this point. I don't know, like a whole lot of weird plot. Yeah. Thank you for the 7 months, Clay. I was like, trying for a TLDR. Iris died again. We found the prototype sync machine. And then right now, the Iris corpse that we have thought has been Iris is not actually Iris. And has been frozen for 10 years. Or longer. Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscate. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside.
Someone's blowing out mercenaries after luring them to an oil barrel with a naughty magazine. Yeah.
I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
What'd you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Renju about it?
What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
About Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and... I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over.
Wait.
In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Wait. I was like, I thought this was not correct. Because yeah, after Grandpa died, Renju took over. But Renju gave ownership to someone else? Instead of just Grandpa to... What I think any other time this is brought up, we just assumed it was like a good coworker, friend, whatever. Right? I don't think we ever knew that it went through Renju first.
Alice.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura Fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse.
Or wait. How do I got this whole thing confused?
And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
But the documentation part of it, yeah, there's no trace. How long was he managing the warehouse?
Hey, Mizuki. How long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years? From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search.
Iris is 18.
Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Yeah, I was like, who else is 18? Just Iris, pretty sure.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Ey. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance.
EY. Feel like we've heard that last name somewhere?
A graduate of Eitoku High School.
Oh, we definitely know about that name. He told me he's not birth mother. That...
What?
Okay.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Ey, my best friend.
Oh, we've
One of
heard
the
the
only
name
friends
just
I
straight
had.
up. From her, okay. I knew we had at least seen the last name somewhere.
Alice is... Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju.
So anime hair theory seems correct, yeah.
But why? Monika's body was found just now.
So
But even back then, Hitomi knew.
Renju's probably dead.
She knew that Monika was already dead.
Well, maybe.
Aiba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Roger that.
Aw, shit. Alright. Yeah, just Monika.
You're awfully calm. You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber, even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
Alright. Information on Monika. Monika's autopsy report, where Monika was found, when Monika was murdered. Let's say, I mean, clearly, say it's either first or last one. Which one specifically do you want?
Her name is Iwai Monika. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monika, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School.
Okay, yeah, that's
Because
the one.
that body isn't Iris. And you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monika Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Isn't that right? Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it.
With the when?
Because Monika's
Or probably
corpse is
where, I
completely
guess.
Frozen, it is difficult to determine her time of death. However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago. Thus, it is extremely likely she was killed around that time,
So her baby would be...
just turning 18. Monika's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. This warehouse has been under Renju's management for 18 years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monika.
That's the one.
The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now. And witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there.
Seems kind of very fitting now. Yeah, we're back to the forklifts. You know, it was just a meme about Aiba from yesterday, but it is fitting again. Here we go.
And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monika Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago. And you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known. Tell me. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk.
Somnium time?
Sync with her.
Yup. So this is...
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but
Yes, Pewter.
please, come back within 6 minutes.
Did we sync with her before? It was her that we... Was that hers? Who did we sync with that was in her house? Was that 89?
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
That's the fucking diagram I was talking about with the prototype. Fucking ugh. You look at the. Hold on. I think that was over here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sink passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
Where's your answer? I was like, wait a minute.
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Did we sync with Boss and Pewter earlier? No. Who did we sync with? Oh, Iris twice. There was we redid the one that we did yesterday to go this way. And then we had another Iris sync.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well...
What happened?
Well, first off, 6 minutes is not. It could be 7, or even 8.
Not a hard time limit.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
Yeah, why?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed, but there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
What?
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
Oh god. Someone's walking around in someone else's body. Oh, man, fucking Freaky Friday out here. Okay.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
That person, I was like, based on the tin hat foil, or tinfoil hat, I was like, wrong word order. We might be that person and not know it. Anything else?
Now you know everything.
Is that why we can't remember anything from 6 years ago? Maybe.
Talk to the boss.
Oh, and his eye because of the prototype. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, the eye with the prototype. Oh, shit. Why'd you keep this a secret?
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited? But
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any Syncers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even Syncers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
bad people?
A criminal organization, spies from another country, those people. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The Sync machine isn't just for entering a person's somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people. Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you. We can't let this secret get out.
What if it's in the wrong hands right now?
Swapping bodies between two people? Trading minds?
Okay, holy shit.
Remember what I told you earlier. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
If they did this, the person who can only feel happiness from murder because of the brain problems, how would they that play into this? I don't know. I got no idea.
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
The light over there. Is that a firefly?
Fire's getting body swapped. That might... Oh, you know... wait a minute. Okay. Brain tumor. Stage 4. Certain death. We got cut off. There was a conversation with Hifumi that was just like, there's one way we know how to save her. And we didn't continue that conversation. The prototype was the thing being used to make body swapping, then anyone that did the thing must be missing an eye, right? Potentially, yeah. So, light over there, firefly. Layers on top of layers, right? It's like, okay. Sinking in the mountain. Reveal he told me secret buried deep inside.
It
disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
Oh.
A flower bud. I cannot identify the variety.
Worship it, smell it, figure out type. Figure out type?
I cannot identify the type of flower in this state. It appears to be some kind of lily. A flower bud.
So worship it to make it grow?
Worship it?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I will pray to it as though I am mourning the dead.
Sure.
It bloomed a little?
I don't know what caused it, but it's better than nothing happening.
Okay. Olin tree, rock 2, probably rock 3 maybe, rock 1.
A hole in a tree. I may be able to fit inside.
Scream. Stick hand in, peek inside. Tackle the tree. Stick handed.
I am not going to be eaten or anything, right?
I don't know, you might.
Whoa! I fell, but I am still in the forest.
It's darker than before.
What? Is someone there?
Hey!
That voice is...
Find out where that voice is coming from.
Okay. God. Finding the eye in this area seems, like it might be awful. Oh, never mind, it's right there. Hell yeah.
What?
Alright, hole in tree 2.
A hole in the tree. It looks about as big around as a soccer ball.
Stick your hand in it.
I am not going to be sucked in, am I?
I don't know.
That's strange. It should have worked.
Did you want to see me get sucked in?
Yeah.
What is it? Is this a Renju? Yeah.
Renju Okiura.
Inspect him, flirt with him, talk to him, hit him. Talk to him. Well, you know what?
He looks young, but
What did I
this
click?
is definitely Renju Okiura
Inspect.
as he appeared approximately 20 years ago.
I was just trying to unselect the thingy.
That's a long time ago.
Well, rip.
Renju Okiura. Renju, what are you doing in a place like this?
He won't answer.
Not in a place like this, at least. Renju...
Hit him?
This is for neglecting your responsibility to Mizuki, you coward! No use. I can't hit him.
This Renju is still a teenager. He wouldn't know Mizuki yet.
4 minutes.
Renju Oki. Yoo-hoo, Renju! Come get some of this.
What is...
Come on!
Sorry, that was a bad idea.
Don't apologize. This is Renju's fault for having bad taste.
Is it? I don't know what the fuck you were doing. Okay. Well. Okay. So it is hole in tree too, then.
A hole in the tree.
Tackle it.
Understood. I will
Yeah,
do
Pewter
my best.
created it. We don't necessarily know what it's based on, but Pewter likes magical girls and yaoi. So he likes dislikes. So I don't know.
This is a picture of Hitomi, Renju, and Monika.
Everyone is so young. Hold on to that.
It says Peter just likes bugs, but Iva has a fixation on bugs. Yeah, I don't know.
Three minutes, Dante.
Renju Okiura. Renju, look at this. Wait!
Oh, all right.
Renju, stop!
All I see are rocks. Oh.
What is this hole? It wasn't here earlier.
Well, hop on in.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Understood. Huh. It's even more difficult to see now. Another voice? Monika! That's Hitomi's voice.
Where is she?
Rock 2. I think that's another rock. Hole in tree 3.
Another hole in a tree. About as big as a capybara, I estimate.
Why is that your point of reference?
Those are pretty big.
Wish I could stay longer, but I'm real tired. Have a good night, everyone. Hope there are minimal casualties. Have a good night, QWERTY. Enjoy rest. We have no, just shake 3.
A hole in a...
Peek inside? If it's big enough for a capybara, surely your head will fit? Yeah.
What is this? A web of some kind?
Well,
no.
it would have to be a spider web.
No.
I have web on my face. A hole in a...
Scream?
Hitomi! Dante likes Hitomi!
This is not what I expected. Scream. Okay, I thought she was just gonna fucking shriek.
Hey, what are you trying to say? Hitomi won't remember this sink. But still.
Hitomi stopped.
Well?
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
It stopped where? Oh, there she is. Oh, they're searching for her fucking name tag in the dark.
That's Hitomi.
Touch her, talk to her, inspect her, hug her. Hug her?
Hitomi? I see.
Well?
She dresses modestly, but underneath she has a curvaceous body.
Good work, Aiba. That's good to know.
That's
Hitomi.
Talk to her?
Hitomi, what are you doing here?
Guess she can't hear you. She looks like she's looking for something.
Well, do I tackle the tree again?
A hole in a tree.
Oh wait, now we can stick our hand in. That's where Scream was.
Get sucked in, right? A
Friendship
cool
bracelet.
bracelet has appeared on my wrist.
Might be important. Hold on to it.
I feel like I'll probably have to redo this.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah, with less than a minute.
That's Hitomi.
A bracelet.
Do you remember this? Wait!
Follow her!
On it!
I think we have a whole nother lock to go. It's another 15. Yeah.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Well, let's see what we can find out. The last bit before we die. Oh, no, we're just dead now. Well, we'll jump in and see if anything specific happens before the reset. Yeah, pretty much no timies.
What is going on?
I don't know. It's pitch black. I can't see anything.
That's probably what the rocks are for. I didn't inspect any rocks. But I can probably get timies off of rocks.
I see. Then it is not me malfunctioning.
Can you feel your way around?
I can try.
But...
Date, we can't!
Damn it!
Okay. I think I'll just go from lock 1, because I think that... I feel like there was definitely a sync where I just hit reset to start from the beginning, and I didn't keep the hidden eye. So I want to do it this way to keep, hopefully, keep the eye. If we hit tab, file... Nope. Okay. Well, let's grab it.
What? A hole in a tree.
Okay, it was stick hand in.
I am not going...
Because it thinks we've never seen any of this. We'll turn on skip unseen content.
Be eaten or any...
Wait, I can't skip this.
Whoa!
Oh, here we go. Okay. So this one, we go...
5 minutes left, Date.
We need to inspect the rock. Let me just kind of... worship the rock. Give me a timey.
But it's a rock.
Gods live in the rocks too, you know.
A rather Japanese way of thinking.
Just try it.
If you insist.
How was it? You've cleared your head, right?
Yes. I now feel a sense of emptiness.
Guess it was a waste of time.
I do not want to hear that from you.
What did it give me? 1/4? Nice. Where did the tree go? There it is. 15 seconds, I'll take that one. So tackle, pick up the photo. Renju is over there. Show picture, 15, sure. I'll use it on the jump in, that's 30 seconds. Okay, Poland tree 3. There's a rock over here. Lift, investigate, 5 seconds and gives me a timey. Oh. It was a fucking dud. Great. Well, scream. Stick your hand in it. And then... like, if we just don't hit the wrong things, maybe we'll still be fine. Show bracelet.
Minutes, Date.
Okay, another 30 seconds. A bit rough, but... okay. Now we're back in new territory. The final lock, I see absolute... oh, wait. I was like, I see absolutely nothing, but...
A Lycaris flower.
dig up, grab, worship, investigate. Grab it.
I feel a little awkward, but... it's useless. The roots must be strong. It won't budge.
I thought about that, Wargrass. Yeah, like taking the time to go and look at every single dialogue option in every Somnium.
A Lycaris flower.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Worship this one?
Nothing is happening.
That's to be expected, but still disappointing.
Oh, fuck.
Let's do it. What? Another hole. A large...
120? Well, that's a rip. Unless that's the lock, but...
a large... We've come this far. I will not protest now.
But even if it is the lock, we have to redo it. So we end with at least 1 second.
That is...
Okay, it was the lock. So yeah, as long as we, like... I think if I keep that 1/4 timey... and do everything else at base, I think we'll have it.
Hitomi.
Yeah, hold on. We're diving back in. Oh, it went up. Interesting. Well, I guess if they don't want to overtake this little bit over here, just filling this is... Okay. We're gonna be going this way. Okay, we shouldn't need to walk out to get the picture either, but we'll look at it after the fact. Oh, this one was Warship. Okay. Pulling tree 1. Stick hand in. Renju. Okay. Rock 2 is on the way to hole in tree 2. Warship gave us a 1/4 before. I don't know if it's set to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we're gonna tackle. Renju's over here.
5 minutes left, Date.
Showing the picture. I don't know if I should try to find another timey. Take the 30 seconds.
4 minutes.
Oh, divided by 4 with 30. As long as we have 31 seconds for the final hole, we'll be fine. Rock 2. On the tree 3. Scream. Stick your hand in. Go bracelet.
Three minutes, Date.
Hole 2. Which, yeah, it looks like... Oh. Looks like we'll have the time now. Dig up.
A lot.
And then... There we go.
Hurry.
We've come this...
All right. Now let's look at the pictures we got.
Hitomi.
Let's see. 5 more pictures to find. Iba in a tree. Okay. Same Iva in a tree, but as Gummy Bear. Sleeping in the little hollow. Oh, and then the art of them in high school. All right.
I think I know what happened 18 years ago. You 3 were close. You, Monica, and Renju. Monica was murdered. You and Renju found the body in the mountains.
Oh, is that what happened? I was like, I thought they murdered. I was like, what is their motive?
And you brought it back to the cold storage warehouse.
But why?
My guess is So Sejima killed Monica.
So does know about the body too, so okay. And being older, but why?
I've seen inside his head before, using this machine.
Yeah, with the stabbing. Yeah.
I see. If you know that much, then there's no point in hiding it anymore.
Well, why did he kill your best friend?
I'll tell you the truth.
The scandal if he's Iris' dad. That, you know what? That would make sense. Yeah, congressman got a high schooler. I don't know if he was congressman at that point. But it was, what, 18 years ago? Still. He's 60 now. Getting a high schooler pregnant. And just murdering her to bury the evidence, yeah. "18 years ago.
Wait, you're going to see So?
Yes. I want to talk to him in person.
No, you can't.
Why not? Are you worried about my body? You don't have to worry about that. I'm totally fine.
But your stomach is still...
Oh, my doctor told me that's normal. Your stomach doesn't go down right away after giving birth.
I'm not worried about your body. I don't know how to explain it. So doesn't care about you. And especially not your child.
I haven't told him about giving birth. He contacted me for the first time in a while.
So that's why.
He wants to know about the baby.
He must be panicking. If anyone ever finds out his mistress had his baby, his political career would be over.
Yup. That's...
It's not like it was an affair.
His wife passed away after giving birth to his son, right?
It would still be a big scandal. He impregnated a girl who just graduated high school. Don't you see how that looks? He knew how the public would take it. That's why he gave you the money to deal with it. There's no way he'll accept that child.
It's okay. I told him that I won't cause any trouble.
Well... He wanted an abortion, so that's already trouble for him, so... You gonna die. I see.
But could you take care of the baby? Just for a little bit? I'll be right back.
Fine. But take this with you, just in case. It's a GPS transmitter, just to be extra safe.
I really don't think I'll need it. But okay, if it'll make you feel better.
And that's how they found her in a hole.
I don't know what Monica saw in So.
I see. Okay, Wargrass, thank you for the 15 months. Yay, celebrate. Yeah, perfect time.
She said he was kind and loyal, that he wanted to change Japan. But I didn't understand any of it. I tried to convince her to break up with him so many times.
I was like, yeah, a 42-year-old. I mean, yeah.
She never listened, and it ended in tragedy. What happened next, you already know. Neither Renju or I saw it happen, so I don't know how much of this is accurate. But we could guess what happened.
Wait. Wait. Oh, let me turn controls back. What about Monica's killer?
Date, you said that Monica was killed by So, right? But
Yeah.
that's not true. Monica was killed by Saito Sejima,
Okay.
the son of So and his late wife.
Yeah, we learned he had a son, but we were told he was, like, overseas, right?
Saito was 12 at the time.
Is there any hint in our file? This goes back to I am your father or whatever. No. Okay. Just based on name. I was like, yeah, we were 12 18 years ago. We've kind of suspected Date of being the original Cyclops killer. Manamina, or whatever her name is, Monica, was missing her eye. Well, so skip cutscenes on. Oh, I do. Yeah, just in case I accidentally hit that. Good call.
Yes.
But why would a little boy do that?
I don't know. I can't imagine.
What did So say to Monica?
He told her to move overseas. He said he'd pay for everything.
Okay. What happened after Monica's murder?
So contacted his friend, the chairman of the Kumakuras. He asked him to dispose of the body and left the scene with Saito.
And Rohan's the one that takes the eyeballs. The chairman of the Kumakuras.
The
Okay.
incident was 18 years ago.
Uh-huh.
That means the chairman was Rohan, not Moma.
Yup.
Rohan went to the scene of the crime?
Yes, with some of his men.
Who told you this?
Renju told me.
But you said he wasn't there.
He heard some of this from the Kumakuras. Renju had connections with them.
Yeah, we know
How
that.
did the Kumakuras know?
So told them.
Alright, rest of the story.
Again, neither Renju or I saw this. We were just waiting at my house for Monica to return. But she never came back. We tried to call her cell, but it didn't connect. But then, we saw movement on the GPS.
The GPS Renju gave to Monica?
Yes. At first, we thought she was on her way home. But we saw the GPS getting further and further away from the city. Renju and I got nervous, and we decided to follow it.
What about the baby?
We couldn't take the baby with us, so Renju gave the baby to the mob doctor he trusted.
Mob doctor?
Those are Kumakura men.
So now is Date still Saito, or was he mind swapped? Good question.
We didn't dare move. We couldn't speak.
I don't know.
We were barely breathing. We could only watch as it all unfolded.
I suppose, well, no, I don't know. It's like mind swapped. Who's the other, right? It's like, I guess at that point, if you need a specific person in a body, you throw away the other. You know, maybe the other isn't alive.
I knew what the hole was for, but I couldn't move. Couldn't do anything. I remember my heart beating so fast. Before long.
We good here? Yeah.
Mind swap with corpses? I would assume no. But that's not like a answer we have had yes or no of.
Cover her. Just a minute.
God. Oh, is it gonna... Okay, I was like, I don't want to watch that. Please.
Beautiful.
The Kumakura people covered Monika's body, then left. Renju and I ran over and dug up the grave with a tree branch. What we saw...
Monica! Monica! We need to...
You know, the Cyclops killer had a brain malformation that caused them to not be able to feel happiness normally, but if they mind swapped into a non-fuck brain, that would be an issue. Think about it. I can live when a character wakes up with amnesia, has character development, and is a great guy, but then find out who they were. Is a fucking terrible person. You have to grapple with who they were. But throwing body snatching in the mix, yeah, it's like, no idea where this is gonna go.
We need to call the police.
I think we have a decent idea, but like, those little bit of details are gonna be fucking massive, I'm sure.
No, we can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You don't know who those guys are. They would do anything to keep this hidden.
Okay, I was gonna say, so the reason they stored the body was so they didn't die themselves?
Myself. I know what they're capable of.
Because they'd be the snitch on the Yakuza.
Anyway, think about it. Why would they do this? They thought Monica and her baby were going to be trouble.
But it wasn't the Yakuza who killed them. The Yakuza just were moving the body, but they don't know that. I guess.
Monica's stomach was still pretty big. I don't think they know that she gave birth already. What do you think they'd do if they found out? They would take her and kill her too. And then, they'd come for us. They'd make it look like we disappeared. All of us would be... gone.
Renju convinced me. He knew more about the dirty underbelly of society than anyone. He knew when something couldn't be handled by the police. He said that they would do anything to kill the child. And I believed him. We had to protect Monica's baby. We had to. No matter what.
Okay. I understand.
I decided to trust him. We couldn't leave Monica's body in the forest. We cleaned her up and took her to the cold storage warehouse.
Oh wait, why couldn't you leave it in the forest? I don't quite... Like, I know, like... Was it because the cops would find it there?
This
Like,
warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery. My father runs it.
On it. Okay, because of loading screen. I was like, did they say it and I missed it? But, okay.
But it's not in use right now. They're moving operations to a better area. They're actually looking for buyers right now. But don't worry. I'll take over the warehouse.
Are you sure?
Yes. Don't worry. I'll keep everyone out. Everyone but you, of course. I'll give you a key. You can come visit any time you want to see Monica.
Monica, don't worry about the baby. I'll protect her, no matter what. And don't worry about them, either. The people who did this to you, I will never forgive them. I'm sorry, Monica. Sorry. I'm sorry. Monica.
Want to make sure they have the evidence when the time is right. Guess maybe. Oh shit. Did you get the birth certificate?
The mob doctor took care of everything. I have the birth certificate, and I even picked up a mother and baby book. It wasn't cheap, but you don't have to worry about it. Just submit the birth certificate and everything will be taken care of. You look worried.
I feel like I'm somehow betraying Monica. She was the one who gave birth.
Soon, you won't even be able to think about that, because a war is about to begin.
A war?
Between you and the baby. You won't get a good night's sleep for a long time. You might even start to resent Monica for all this.
Really?
Anyway, as soon as you submit the certificate, you will officially be her mother. Be sure to raise her responsibly. I'll help. Occasionally.
Occasionally, huh?
I mean, we already know what great father he is. About Monica's killer.
I don't really want to discuss this, but there's something you need to know. After talking to the Kumakura gang, I found out who killed Monica. So's son, Saito Sejima.
How? Saito was only
12 years old.
Why? Why would a little boy do that?
I don't know the motive, but I know it's true. So used his connections with the Kumakuras to cover up for his son. And all of the evidence of this scandal, of course.
I'll never forgive them. So, his son, or the Kumakuras.
I feel the same way. But you can't think about revenge now. You and the baby can't lead a life like that. Just bear with it for now. The opportunity will come, so wait until the right moment. Okay?
Wait. Yeah, I guess that is... Like you said, Luma, maybe... Well, they put her there before they knew all this. I don't know. What should we name her?
I was thinking about her name. How about Iris?
Iris?
The goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, and the colored part of your eye.
And the flower, too.
Right.
I thought it might have something to do with your name, Hitomi.
Not only that, it's also for Monica's name. The kanji for Monica uses the character for love. And Monica reminds me of Manako, Japanese for eye.
So both names have something to do with the eye.
And I, which means love, will always be a part of Iris.
So that's how you came up with the name?
Don't you think it's nice?
Iris. Iris. Yeah, I really like it.
And so my life with Iris began. Raising a child was much harder than I expected. Waking up in the middle of the night to change diapers or feed her, Iris wasn't a good sleeper. I had to sing her lullabies to put her to sleep, and I always needed to put her to bed so carefully. It would only take 10 seconds before she'd start crying again, so I had to pick her up, sing her another lullaby, then put her back to bed. After doing this over and over, before I knew it, the morning sun would creep in through the windows. But even with all that, I cherished every single day. My hatred for those responsible never went away. But my hands were full, raising Iris. I devoted myself to her. I never thought about anything else. Eventually, my desire for revenge just faded away.
The ties are so deep, he would be arrested immediately if they came out. Assuming he was a better father to Iris than he was to Suzuki, strangely enough. Yeah. At one point, didn't he tell me mention her parents had died? I'm questioning how her parents would have reacted to this. Yeah, I think she said her parents died when she was 17. Like 2 years prior to all this.
Woof! Woof! Mama, I'm wet. I'm wet. Sweepy. Up? Mommy, I won race today. Is Mommy proud of me? Mommy, I want to see Milky Moon again. Mommy, you are so good at dancing. Mommy, pancakes are done. Sorry, I burned it a little. Mommy, why can't I dance at the stores? I can't help it. My body dances on its own. Mommy, don't more people come to barbecues? How come it's always you and me? Hey, Mommy. How long will it take my bone to get better? I want to dance again with everybody. Hey, Mommy! Do you like my shirt? Look, we're matching! Mommy, thank you for everything! I love you more than anything in the whole wide world! Mommy, look! I drew it!
The Okonomiyaki War, huh?
That was so fun! We should do it again!
The food or the food fight?
Both!
I'm gonna have to say no to the latter, sweetie. It took forever to clean.
But Uncle said he wants to do it again, too. Hey, Mommy.
Yes?
Are you gonna marry him?
What are you talking about?
As long as it's Uncle, I'm all for it. I say go for it.
I would always question myself. Could I keep living a lie? I had promised Monica that I would avenge her, but I couldn't work up the courage. And maybe Renju was exaggerating, but there's no statute of limitations for murder in Japan. If we showed Monica's body to the police, So would be punished by the law. And the Tsujima's and Kumakura's crimes would be uncovered. But that would mean Iris's secret would be uncovered as well. That's what I was really worried about. I didn't want Iris to know that So was her father.
Well, there's, I guess, that answer. Finally. Okay.
And even more than that, I didn't want her to know that I'm not her real mother. That's the real reason I've been silent for 18 years. I didn't want to lose Iris, but fate can be cruel. God used other means to take Iris from me. In January, Iris suddenly collapsed. It was caused by a malignant tumor in her brain. There's nothing we can do. She only has a year to live at most. That's what the doctor said. If you remember me telling you. But what I didn't tell you is that there was an experimental new treatment.
Yeah.
It was.
Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said.
Nanomachines. Nanomachines could remove the tumor, but the procedure would be so expensive. With my salary, it wasn't something I could afford.
Okay.
I thought hard about it, about how I could get my hands on that kind of money, but I couldn't think of a solution. Time passed. Before I knew it, it was November. Iris's symptoms worsened. Her time was running out. I was starting to panic. I couldn't sit here and waste time while Iris... In any case, I had to get the money before it was too late. So I thought of a plan. A plan to blackmail Sosajima. Two days ago, on Saturday night, I called So and invited him to come to the warehouse.
Oh, okay, because so he only learned that they were. Hold on.
He agreed to come. After I hinted at what happened 18 years ago, I had prepared everything, hiding behind the forklift until So came. When he finally arrived, he walked over to the workbench where I had laid Monica's body. He lifted the cloth and looked down. He whimpered and stumbled back. Even he was fazed, seeing a body he thought he got rid of 18 years ago. Not to mention it was the body of a woman he was in a relationship with. A woman his own son killed.
Hey, so he only learned about the existence that this body was still around. Okay.
He reacted exactly as I expected he would. I had prepared a recording and sent it to his phone.
I know what happened 18 years ago. Everything.
With the voice modulator. Alright, he told me.
I know who did it, and I know she had a baby inside her. You can probably guess what I'm going to say next. Be prepared to pay for my silence. I will tell you the exact amount later. And don't tell anyone about this. Not Saito. Not the Kumakuras. If you do anything even remotely suspect, I will go to the press with the truth. Understand?
I told him to keep quiet and cut ties with the Kumakuras.
Probably missing something, but couldn't she had asked Renju? Was he dead by then? In this timeline, Renju's not dead, but yeah, I would have expected the first thing is to go to Renju, you know, the one with a massive company. I would expect he would have money. I mean, maybe not politician money, but like a decent sum. But maybe it wasn't enough. I don't know. But she learned about this a year, right? So like the car accident thing and all that was so recent. Just as far as like nanomachines and not having to blackmail, that could have been maybe solved a year ago with Renju's help.
Even if he found out who I was, without the Kumakura gang, he had no power over me. And there's no way he'd risk his political career. Not to go after me.
Could also been spite-fueled, that's true.
I saw So put his phone back into his pocket and run out of the warehouse. I came out of my hiding place to put Monica's body back, but then something unexpected happened.
And then Date walks in.
I saw you, Date.
I hid behind the forklift before you saw me, and when you were done looking around.
It can't be. Iris.
Yeah, if it was enough to potentially bankrupt him to help, it would also, I guess, yeah, affect Mizuki to an extent. That makes sense. I was losing consciousness. My head felt fuzzy. Walmart! Thank you for the 18 months. Much appreciated, Walmart. I couldn't gather my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. Instead, Aiba did the talking.
Iris is not Hitomi's daughter.
Correct.
But Iris's father is Sosajima.
Yes.
Her mother, Monica Iwai, was killed 18 years ago by So's son, Saito. However, Hitomi raised Iris since she was a baby. Hitomi showed unwavering love and compassion for her, just as much as her biological mother would have, if not more. Iris's tumor was discovered in January of this year. The only possible treatment was experimental nanotechnology. However, that treatment is restrictively expensive.
The leader of the Kumakuras at the time, Rohan, has a weird fucking mental issue, and he's just fucking deranged, so that's, yeah. He's a freak. It was his doing. It wasn't the Kumakuras as a collective, it was Rohan specifically. He collected eyeballs.
Hitomi devised a plan to blackmail Sosajima for the money. The best way to establish the blackmail was to show him proof directly. That is why Hitomi created the scene with the corpse. She was the one who called So to the warehouse. On Sunday night, what Date saw was what Hitomi had prepared for So.
And then after he left, she put it back in the forklift, so when CSI arrived, everything was just completely and utterly fucked. Like, out here thinking we're hallucinating. I was like, wait, what do you mean no body?
That is the summary of what we have learned so far. But there are some things I have yet to understand. Date, pull yourself together. Ask her questions. Date, snap out of it.
I heard Aiba call for me and came too. Let's see, continuing Sunday's events. Why did Rohan remove Monica's eye? Did we not learn that on this? Maybe that was another timeline. We must have learned that.
I'm sorry. I have no idea.
Did you tell Renju about blackmailing So?
No, I did not. All of this was my idea.
Continuing Sunday's events.
Probably don't have to ask, but let me just be sure. After I left the warehouse, what did you do?
I put Monica's body back onto the hood of the forklift. Then, I left.
Makes sense.
That's why the police didn't see the body when they arrived on the scene. It makes perfect sense now that I have the facts. Iris did not resurrect. You simply mistook Monica for Iris. The body did not disappear. Hitomi moved it. Those were the events at the warehouse Sunday night. Simple. There are still a few loose ends, but I believe I understand what occurred 18 years ago. However, none of this ties directly back to Shoko Nadami.
That's true. It doesn't answer a damn thing about Shoko.
Her murder was just 4 days ago. Is it connected? Or are these two separate cases?
If there is a connection, it would be with Renju and So. We can think about it later. More importantly,
I headed for the exit.
Wait. Where are you going?
to look for Iris, of course.
But you have no idea where she is, right?
Do you know something?
Yes.
Do you know where Iris is?
At around 4 o'clock today, I received a phone call. I don't know who it was. They were using a voice modulator.
What did they say?
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies. That's why I didn't tell you earlier.
Renju.
We don't know that for certain. It could be number 89.
89, I'm confused by him. Surely, well, I mean, 3 months. You can put on a front for 3 months, but I don't know.
Either way, Iris is in danger right now.
I don't think he would harm Iris.
The voice asked for something else. He told me to go to a specified location with you.
With me?
Yes.
The culprit knows me? It must be Renju. What location?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you mean with us? What?
I'm sorry, but this stops now.
God damn it, Pewter. You fuck. Oh.
Date. Run.
Boss!
Wait.
Please, do not worry. I merely put her to sleep.
Okay. But I'm suspicious of her, too.
What are you doing?
My orders. They told us to halt our investigation. The boss was already going against orders as it is, which is why...
Investigation? What investigation? Shoko or Iris?
Neither. The investigation of Monika's murder.
Monika? But her case is all but completely solved.
Yes, but only to us, right? If we say nothing, then her investigation is ongoing.
So Tsujima. So threatened us, didn't he?
I don't know. But you've been stripped of your authority on this investigation.
Okay, but like, if that was the case, why couldn't that just be said? Like, why are you in here with a gun? Why did you drug boss?
As of 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
In fact, you are to be placed under house arrest. What will you do, Date? I suggest you comply.
Iva, can you turn the power off?
Easily.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Now tell me.
All right.
Where is the location?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
If I told you, you'd go alone, wouldn't you? But if I don't go with you...
I can't tell if that was like an arm break or a neck snap, because... Well, I guess if the arm break was bad enough, I guess your body might pass out, but I don't expect him to... I don't think he's dead in that locker. I don't think we just killed him. He's probably fine, yeah.
All right, take me there.
Could have just also knocked him out as well, yeah. And we're back here with the prototype machine. Oh boy.
I know this place.
It's the chemical plant that closed 8 years ago.
I knew that. How did I know that? The corners of my mind were aching.
Date, I'm sorry, but this is going to be bad.
What happened?
Someone has begun to access my stored memory. They are attempting to wipe all the data. Everything I have accumulated over the last 5 years, including backups.
Pewter. Is Pewter doing this?
Almost definitely. He does have admin rights. I summoned some ice, but that will only buy time.
Some ice? What do you mean you summoned some ice? So what is it?
I have 4 hours at the most. After my ice is broken, Peter will be able to access Logic, my core programming. He will be able to destroy my mind.
Why?
It must be related to the orders they are receiving from the top. The higher-ups clearly see you as a threat, Doctor. They are attempting to limit your power by removing you from the equation. I suppose their motivation hardly matters now. The most important thing now is finding Iris and bringing her to Abyss within 4 hours, or else I will cease to exist.
Date? What's wrong?
Okay.
Nothing. Just...
All right. Now you know. So get moving. I'm counting on you, Date.
4 hours. It's fine. That should be plenty of time. I gripped my evolver and got moving.
I'll go in first. You wait here.
Okay.
Is that... Renju?
Hey, you know, 89... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me! You know... Okay, Renju dies again. It took this long for him to die in this timeline. Our fucking tinfoil... If Date's body was swapped with anyone... The other timeline called 89 the original Cyclops killer. So... And he's here with a machine. Yeah, it has 2 eyes. Yeah, I don't know. The eye thing, Well, okay. Okay. The other... Maybe only one side loses their eye. Well, I don't know. We have a fake eye, so I guess... I don't know. Because I'm just thinking... From the ending with Iris... She had one eye bleeding, presumably missing from the machine. We did not, but we do have a fake eye. I don't know. Yeah. Could be a fake glass eye or something. I don't know. Okay. We're looped back around, so save here. Does the Cyclops killer have the single eye, or does the killer kill people and leave only one in the corpse? One in the corpse. So, the Cyclops killer kills someone, and then Rohan... He was working with Rohan, because Rohan wanted eyes. Yeah, no time travel, just like different outcomes for different things, and we're piecing the individual timelines together. Oh, it's okay, yeah. Well, they did just say, yeah. It wasn't credits ending, it was another lock. Which opens this. Now, this timeline, which we're not going to do now because it is midnight. But, like, we actually got, wow, this is like the halfway point of the stream, we hit an ending. The ending of the stream, we hit a roadblock. That's the most perfect outcome we've had the entire time playing this. This timeline, though, this is a fuck timeline. With Boss having a recording of So being murdered by Boss. This is also the timeline, well, way down at the bottom, not in the green, but in the red. We still don't know why Iris took Ota's mom's knife. No idea. But okay. Based on playtime, I was expecting the game to end Monday. I think it's still, I think there's still a good possibility it might. How do I get out of here? I can't leave. But we're 26 hours deep. 28 to 31 is like the average for like main plus extra and completionist times, whatever those necessarily consist of. I think a Monday is gonna be the day. Especially with all the things that we are able to pull together now. Still some major spots missing, of course, but okay. I think one of the things said way back was something about the Cyclops killer removing eyes, like, I lost my eyes, so now they are a match to me, or something? I don't remember anything about that, maybe. The original Cyclops killing only had 4 victims, and Rohan's fuckery was not anything that came to light. But he's also a Yakuza, so, like, could have just been done in the past. I'm starting to think, though, those 4 original ones, I don't know, it's still in the back of my head. But the 4 original, like, the victims from the original one of them looks like a Fumi. It might just be, like, they both have a similar hairstyle. I don't know if there's anything more to that, just maybe coincidence. But it has been in the back of my head the whole time. I don't know. Despite how convoluted it is coherent, which is insanely impressive. I think it's, I don't know, thinking back to, 13 Sentinels, that was a pretty convoluted story too, but it was, instead of being chronological, it was jumping from point in time to point in time over and over, from multiple different points of view. I think this one, it helps that we're just going in lines and we're not jumping, to different points. So as many different pieces as there are here, it's still following a path, and then going to a different path probably helps tremendously. Glad I got to catch a stream, though. I've been super busy with law school stuff recently. Gonna be taking the bar soon. And it was fun coming back in. Hey, no problem. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And VODs are always there when you have free time as well. Okay. I think I have to... Like, I just want to leave. I mean, there's a save, so I guess I'll just, like, F4 from here. We saved, so we'll jump right back in here, and just head back there for Monday. Try to recap what we did and look closer at this line to see what timeline we're jumping into since we've been over here for a while. But okay. Good shit. Thank you all for coming out to the stream, though. Very much appreciated. Lot of fun, fun information found tonight. But yeah, Monday, we'll be right back to it. I do think Monday is going to be the finale day. I'd be surprised, but if it's not, then like Tuesday, 100% will be. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Again, I appreciate you sticking around, sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed your time tonight as well. And yeah, see you again on Monday. Good night.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me! Father!